Yo, what's up, everyone? Hey, Blairas. Hey, Billy Ramadan. What's up? Hey, Gon. Hey, Veron. Hey, Peter. Wow, is it the real Peter? Will the real Peter please stand up? What's up, Unseen? Hey, Tyler. Hey, Juan. Hey, Luca. Depends on which Peter you mean. Well, Yildiz sounds Turkish. Maybe I'm saying something stupid, but maybe you are the real Peter. From, of course, from the lovely developer team, right? How's everyone? Let's have some music. Hey Edgaras, how are you? Nice t-shirt, thank you, man. Peter from 111 when Rin left. Oh, you're from 111. Bator. So there is a storm currently right outside. So if everything shuts down, no worries. Should be okay. Grel, les deux, Albator. 113 million. 112 million. You were in 112 million, where Rin was from 111. So who could you be? Well, Rin was 100. I don't remember. Does Tempered still worth it on Timur? Yes, for the resistance. I was just watching the last one, Cyrus live at Wonder Contest. My Cyrus has been upgraded since then. I'll show you guys. 112. Like Otis is like 80 million. Labyrinth for live stream. Thank you, EQ. How are you, man? Salibzo. Hey, Shubius. Have you been able to test? We'll try that right now, Shubius. You know what? I think we have 15 minutes. Which is not... The music is a little loud now. Better than damage. Yeah, I don't very much... I don't like Timur as a DPS. I mean, not in cavalry at least. Is the alternative to Ashoka just Octavian and Gatos? Yes. Let me think for a second. The alternative to Barbarossa for Cyrus is Ram, and the alternative for Ashoka or Elizabeth would be Octavian. It's okay, music? Okay, thank you. Belisarius, Elizabeth, Ashoka is the counter for Lubu. It's not one of the counters, it's not maybe the best, it's one of the counters. Because Warrior Pikemen also do very good. I want to try also if rings work. Let's have a look. Because I was thinking if you play, what's it called? If you play Belisarius, Octavian, and Elizabeth, then maybe it would be interesting to actually play Sacred Sage. Because you don't have any active skills, you would buff your Octavian damage and healing effects. And if that ring works on Elizabeth, it would be crazy good, if you see what I mean, right? So maybe this ring buffs Elizabeth. We'll have a look. Let's see. If you see the logic in this. I'm not a big fan of that music. What do you guys say? I'm not a big fan of this music. You don't hear any music? Oh, because I just muted it, but maybe it was too loud before. Okay, let's have a look at this, maybe. Oh, wait, maybe this. Okay, we'll see, we'll have a look. Some 8-bit music. Sorry, so is Timur better than Guan Yu? If you play open field, yes. Hey Tom, how are you? Hey Jacob, what's up? Is Octavian better than Ashoka in rallies or just an alternative? I think it's better, yeah. Because Ashoka doesn't provide much, honestly. He's not a big damage dealer. And the main thing with Octavian is that Octavian brings 100% damage buff. I think. Yeah, for 12 seconds at 5 stars. So basically in rallies this is pretty much not always activated, but close to. Okay, I hope the music's not okay for you. Looking forward to seeing your matches in action. Thank you, man. I didn't even see the fight. So, wow, that was shit result here. Yeah, so I have downgraded this lineup. My gear is very low star because everything is on my my warrior pike. Total healing. Okay, it doesn't look like the ring buffs it for now. This is not very good value. I want to be closer. I have a few good news too. Well, one specifically. Let me just ask if I am allowed to share it. How much cost in euros to get 1 million? It depends. Honestly, it's too wide of a question to say. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, I'm doing alright. What are we testing today? Today I'll be testing Cyrus, but the difference now is that my Barbarossa is 5 stars. And my Ring of Boar, I believe, is a bit higher level too, I'm not sure. Hey Asteris, how are you? In rally purpose, Goenyu is better. Yeah, I think so. Will do better? Yes, absolutely, Gone. Because Timur provides very good resistance against pikemen and in swarming situations. Okay, 40k. I'll just have a quick look. It doesn't look like the ring has any effect on the healing. Don't know if you're still here, Shubius. But the problem with the healing is that it's very hard to actually weigh, you know, like it's very hard to see. For the reason that... what's it called? Oh fuck, not him. The reason is that the healing will not always be 10%. That's the issue. Because imagine I start the fight and my Belisarius deals minus 20k. Then I will do minus 20k, but I will not have, you know, 200 troops to heal. 2000 troops to heal. So some healing goes into the void, basically. Roman Mercenaries, right? Yeah, I think Roman Mercenaries is a very safe go-to. Belisarius, Elizabeth, Octavian deals more damage. In rallies, I think so. I will try it. But my early feelings is that it does more damage in rallies, yes. Octavian is Ashoka is better in open field for that particular formation, because Octavian in open field, the issue is that it takes time to activate Octavian's passive. Signature skill, sorry. So it's not very interesting in open field. I mean, it's less interesting. You think Ramses with Mehmet and Fyodora could work? If you play archers and if you want more damage reduction, it can work, yes. Apex counted as open field, yes. Yeah, like there's no difference. I don't think so. Rings don't seem to have an effect at all. And I don't have any healing gems left. I will just show you guys. So I recently I have had my Barbarossa upgraded to 5 stars. Like last week, he was only 4 stars. So here is 5 stars. And you'll see how strong that is. Is bonus not important? I think it is. I'm trying that because it's funny, first of all, and because you have very good synergy. I mean, you have good synergy between the two, but I'm not sure it's worth to sacrifice the attributes. Why no passive gems? Because she has no passive damage. She only has healing. Like here she increases damage dealt. Here she increases damage taken or whatever. So basically she has no... damage. She has no passive damage. But I'll try healing gems. Like I killed this 120 thing, like tribes or whatever, with 40k troops left. Sometimes I even have like 60k troops left. Which one do you think are the strongest open field marches for Season 4? The two strongest? This one for sure. I mean Warrior Pike. And then I would still say Lubu. There's like I would say top 3. I would say Lubu and maybe Ramses as well. Sad to see Barb doing better. Upgraded Boudica to 3 stars. Sorry. Yeah, I agree. I've said it last week. I was very surprised. I was very surprised, and yeah, like my analysis is that Cyrus deals so much damage that basically Boudica's damage is close to irrelevant. I think Boudica is still good. I mean, if you don't have Barbarossa, she's still good, obviously, because of the might buff. Because the might will be given to Cyrus. Who's tried Cyrus? Yes, I have tried Fabzi. Which is funny because I was just mentioning it before you arrived. Basically, if you don't have Barbarossa or Boudica, you can play Cyrus, Ram, and Mensa Musa. It's not as good, but it is good. Basically, you will do more damage with Ram, but you'll have less resistance. Are healing gems not working? I need to try that. If you stay here after the Wonder Contest, Battle of Dawn, I will try that after the match, I think. I'll give it a try after the match. If Ram is the leader in the march, is support only pikes or all marches? If he's the leader, he supports everyone around you. You try R5 Boudica? Yeah, I will try to max her out. But I have very few... I have 20 universal medals left. But maybe tomorrow we have good bundles. Yeah, the might buff doesn't stack. I'm happy Barb does better because my other account I have 5-star Barb. Yeah. But I'm still very surprised. But I understand the logic to why it works. But I'm surprised that Cyrus is so strong, he actually makes Barbarossa interesting. It's just like Lubu and Guan Yu. Like, Guan Yu is mediocre, but thanks to Lubu, he actually has a usefulness, you know, to the lineup. What is the difference between Cyrus and Belisarius lineup? Cyrus is better in open field. Cyrus deals counterattack damage, as well as might damage. So he's very strong in swarming situations. Like, with Cyrus, you want to draw attention. You want people to attack you. Belisarius, this lineup does amazing in rallies. It has decent sustain. It struggles a bit in swarming situations. But it is a very, very strong 1v1 setup. Yeah, I agree. You know what's funny, Shubius? Is that if I swap to Ram and give him gear, I go up to like 17 million plus. Hi bro, if it still work if I max Mulan in Season 4? I have to see what Timur brings to Mulan. I'm not sure much, honestly. I think that Mulan will be more playable in Season 4 because, I mean, thanks to all of the pikemen we'll see. There will be so many pikemen that Mulan will actually have a place to stay. Yo, I don't like that music. Let me do that instead. What about Martial Pikemen? Is it still good? Yes, it's still very good in rallies. But I think they're not getting old. Play Megalovania music. I think it's in this OST track. The problem with Martial Pike is that they don't have any upgrade in Season 3 nor in Season 4. Ah yes, you remind me. Okay, before we start, thanks for reminding me, Asterisp. You guys know I have issues making videos. You guys know I am slow as fuck. I think it's safe to say. I think it is safe to say I am slow. You know, snail has never been more true for a French person. And I have good news. I've said a few weeks back, I believe, that I was looking for an editor, right? If you remember. Well, I have someone. So we'll start working together, in June. So you can expect highlights. So these streams, you know, I give a lot of information in Wonder Contest. I do these mini tests. You see, sometimes I do small tests on stream, etc., which I don't usually show in my videos. I have different analysis in on stream. So many people miss these streams, basically. So streams will be subject to, you know, being edited into highlights on my channel. So there will be, you know, everything basically everything that I talk about on stream will be added to my channel through my editor's work. There will be shorts as well, most likely, and that will give me more time to work on guides, which, you know, is what I usually do. And more importantly, this will help me to have someone to talk to while I work, which is usually something I miss. Is, you know, being able to chat, to have someone, you know, to talk with about work, etc. Well, he's here. You can say hello to Socrat in the chat. So yeah, Socrat will work on the channel with me. He's gonna help me with editing videos and stuff. So, you know, we'll start working together this upcoming week. And hopefully you guys enjoy it. And hopefully, you know, hopefully this brings more life to the channel, right? Because that's what's intended. Socrates and Socrates. He's not Greek. I don't think he is. More Cyrus edits. Yes, for instance, last week's stream was... I talked a lot about my formations. Why I pick certain skills, why Barbarossa, why Boudica, why you know, lots of things basically, and some tests. So this will be included, as well as the match, of course, the Wonder Contest match. So yes, you can expect more of these. Paris or Inter Milan? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know anything about football or soccer. So I cannot say for sure. Okay, let's go double pike. Elizabeth and Ashoka. So this one is less upgraded. Keep that in mind. It's probably gonna perform less. Who can I use instead of Ramses? Or Tactician's Worth without him? They do okay, but not as good as Ramses. Suleiman does good because of the silence, but it's a bit like a support lineup. If you want more damage, I would recommend Sun Tzu instead. What's the best way to upgrade VIP level? Spend. Spend Empire coins, but I wouldn't recommend it. Bring video, please. Yes, sir. I will do better. I don't have much to say. I have no excuse. Sounds great. Yeah, I mean, I'm very excited. Hopefully Alexander comes in Season 5. Yes, I hope so. I hope so as well. Because Marshall Pikemen, you know, even if I think they sometimes underperform, and I've said it sometimes, I think Marshall Pikemen are one of the most complex lineups in the game, and one of the most interesting ones to play. If you play Marshall Pikemen, you are a Giga Chad. I'll just say that. Like, to really play well Marshall Pike, you need to micromanage. I think there's a big difference between a good player and a bad player when you play Marshall Pikemen. Whereas Cyrus, I don't think there's a difference, you know. Like, good Marshall Pikemen can really make a difference. And we've seen that on streams as well. Like, we've seen some Marshall Pikemen players carry entire rallies. If you remember, like, I think it was last week. There was an insanely good Marshall Pikeman. Yo, what's up, nobody? How are you, man? Thank you, man. I think the Season 2 of One Piece Netflix starts tomorrow, right? Like Jido? Yes. We need Rajib to play Marshall Pikeman. Oof, there's a lot of them. There is a lot of them. I see pikemen. What do we have? Swordsman, pike, 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 pike. Sword, 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 sword. Cavalry, cavalry. Oh, there's Thor. Thor. Do you know when Season 4 starts? I cannot say for sure because I don't know. But I would say, yeah, 1 month, something like that. What do you think about leaked new heroes? I haven't looked into it much, honestly. Will the Cyrus lineup work with 1 star Freddy? I think it would, yeah. Like, I played him with 3 stars and it did okay. I don't remember what the 3rd star brings. If you remember that, or if you can tell me. So yeah, the leaked heroes I don't remember. I mean, I've seen some of the screenshots, obviously, but I don't know if it's, you know, something to really... I mean, you know, they can always change or whatever. We've seen them do that a couple times. So here you want to be targeted by as many people as possible with your Cyrus, which is what they're doing right now. And you can see my Belisarius is targeting only 1 person. What you can do with your Belisarius is target enemy warrior pike. Because Belisarius does amazing against warrior pikemen. Again, he's a 1v1 setup hero, and he does very good against a hero like Cyrus, who is made to be, you know, a swarming hero. So if you can handpick who you target with your Belisarius, that's very, very good, and that's important. Like, yeah, you can see I obliterated this guy, right? There's a swordsman... Suleiman. There's a swordsman Yodid, there's cavalry. I don't think they're targeting me directly. Okay, some of them are. Like, Belisarius has an amazing 1v1 like setup, basically. Like even swordsman, you can beat swordsman if you have decent enough rings and skills. Customizable skills, I mean. You will struggle a bit still, but you know, that's still... When you can do okay against counters, then that's a good sign. Always try to target warrior pikemen with your tactician pikemen. Basically, tactician pikemen are strong. Warrior pikemen are very strong in open field, so if you can get rid of the warrior pikemen with your tactician pike, it's all the better. Like you can see, this warrior pike does nothing. He cannot do anything against me. Like tactician pike are amazing anti-pikeman units. Recommend upgrade 1 march to max. Upgrade 1 march if you'll... yeah, always upgrade 1 march first. Like go 1 by 1 basically. It's better to have 1 strong lineup than 4 mediocre ones. Always. Perfect music volume, thank you, man. Okay, my Belisarius is in trouble here. But still hanging on. Like that's where the lifesteal comes in clutch. Is Cyrus 3 stars enough? Yes. Like Cyrus is kind of like Lubu. Obviously the more stars you have, the better. But you can still work well with minimum stars. Look, what am I doing? Go back here. Like, to be fair, Cyrus 5th star is amazing. Cyrus has an incredible 5th star. But he's so strong that even at lower stars, it's okay. This swordsman is annoying me. When you are in 1v1 situation with Cyrus, what you want to do is find someone to transform the 1v1 into a 1v2 or 1v3 to maximize counterattack. Oh, this guy's still on my ass, yes. You can see I'm still holding on here. Like we have not lost the point yet. So you can see here I'm looking for 1v2, 1v3, 1v4 situations. And here I'm looking for 1v1 situations. I'm handpicking enemies, basically. And just like that, we cleared them with the help of our friends. Our Cyrus will most likely die here. Yep, but that's okay. I'll leave that swordsman alone and I'll try to cut them here. If I can show you a 1v1, let's look at a 1v1 here against this pikeman here. This pikeman. Look at the damage, man. Again, Tactician Pike are an amazing open field 1v1 setup. So if you want to get rid of warrior pikemen, and if you want to make the most out of your Lubu, so hear me out here, Lubu players. If you want to protect your Lubu and destroy warrior pikemen, you want to have strong Tactician Pike setups with you. I think you're having a great evening. What's up, Excated? I'm doing good, thank you. Do you not have Wonder Contest, or is it tomorrow for you? Yes, I agree, JP. Can I call you JP? I completely agree, and that's why, especially like in Season 2, in Season 3, Ring of Deer is such a good ring for them, because basically everyone deals very good damage. Mansa Musa deals good damage, Boudica obviously deals very good damage, and Richard or Leonidas do very good damage as well. So, and that's also why I was very surprised when I saw that Cyrus completely outdamaged anyone else. Cyrus is more strong than Cyrus? Yes. In 1v1 setups, yes. I don't want to target that swordsman. But you can see here I'm being swarmed, and I don't do as well as I do with my Cyrus, basically. Martial Pikemen do okay also in 1v1. There's a lot of them here. Okay, I'll go here. Yeah, Belisarius really is a very good 1v1 setup. Ah, swordsman. Okay, there's one down. I need all of them to target me, actually. If all of them can come and target me, that would be amazing. Because right now I just have one swordsman targeting me, that's not ideal at all. Like, basically, Cyrus is the weakest when no one's attacking him. That's crazy to say, but that's what it is with this pikeman. Whereas it's the opposite for Tactician Pike, basically. Swordsman again. I think my chat is lagging again because of the... Yep, because of the storm outside. Yep, oh shit. That's like a ton of messages that popped. It's on now, but it's another walkover. Or is it? Let's see against this pikeman here, against Bairu. Oh, this guy is strong. Holy shit, there's a lot of them. Where would you place Cyrus in Arena first? Definitely first. Grab the rune, yeah, I'm trying to, but I'm very bad at that. I would be bad at baseball, I'm not gonna lie. I have Octavian 3 stars needed 3 stars in Season 2. Which one is better at 5? I think Octavian benefits better from his 5th star. Benefits more, sorry. Like Cyrus first is amazing. Oh, that's a fast Lubu. My Cyrus is still alive. Like you can see that Lubu, I'm dealing some decent damage to him. Belisarius cavalry. It's not bad, but I can tell this guy doesn't have Justinian, for instance. Like, he takes lots of damage. Okay, if I can grab it, it would be amazing, actually. I don't think I'm the one on it right now. It would be best if I could grab it, honestly. Trying to attack as many as I can. Some serious music back there, yeah. Yes, this is God of War music, absolutely, JP. Okay, we grabbed it. Someone needs to grab it. If we lose it, that's very unlucky. Very unlucky. At least they didn't capture it, so that's okay. What's happening up top? So yeah, about, you know, the videos and, you know, with the newfound editor, there will be more releases on the channel, obviously. We'll have to see how many. per week. Yes, per week, guys. It will not be one video per month now. So we'll have to see, you know, once we start working together, see how it goes, etc. But yes, there will be more. There will be more. I don't have that many points today. We have very strong enemies. Like you can see in 1v1, I deal 0 damage. So if you play Warrior Pike, you really want to be in a position where you are the center of attraction, basically. You want to be in a position where you are being attacked by as many enemies as possible. That's really important. Like, we're still fighting. Like, no one's dying, because our damage is so low in 1v1. It's almost hard to see. Okay, here I'm not in 1v1 anymore, so I deal more damage. I don't know if you see the difference here. When I'm not in 1v1, my damage is increased. Have you noticed that? I don't know if you saw the difference. Kamikaze into a hive? Yeah, or attack rallies. Just attack a rally in the open field. I'm not even joking. Force yourself into a swarming position. That's where this hero thrives. I'm not in a good position here because I am close to death, and the relic is very much not secured. I'll try to target as many as I can. Force myself into swarming, even with my other hero. Like, see, I'm just targeting anyone like a dumbass. I'm still not dead, by the way, with my Cyrus. Like, the resistance is absolutely crazy. Because Cyrus has damage resistance, Mensamusa has damage resistance, and Barbarossa obviously has damage resistance too. So you are unkillable. Look at that, man. I'm a cockroach. And if you add, of course, that resistance, that natural resistance allows you to have damage rings. Messenger of Destruction, Ring of Boar, Lofty Mountain, or Ring of Deer, or whatever. That's one of the upsides of this lineup. Is that you can make up for your loss of natural damage by having more rings. More offensive rings, I mean. I will target these guys' archers, and I'm coming to help Steph. So again, just attack anyone. Maybe I'll capture that. If I'm not on it. I think Bad Bold is on it. Yeah. But he's okay, playing Cyrus. Man, I'm always so late on the relic. I don't know how others are so quick on it. But yeah, this lineup is very strong. It has some pretty tough counters though. 1v1, basically. 1v1 is the counter to Cyrus. So if you can pick it one by one, kind of like Ramses in a way. So Tactician Pikemen do very good against Warrior Pike. Martial Pikemen should do good. Swordsmen should do okay, of course. I'm too late again, but that's my bad this time. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, we should have that. So I'm just gonna go all in into the enemy's base and see how it goes. Perfect. So that should be a win from us. Let's see. Ah, he's not paying attention. Can anyone attack me? I'm just a small Cyrus. Still fighting here? Oh. Kingdom 2 getting cyberbullied? Hey. There's only in Battle of Dawn and Wonder Contest where we rarely ever lose. But that's about it. Like tomorrow it's not gonna be the same. Tomorrow we are getting cyberbullied. Because tomorrow we are against them. Stop ignoring me! It's not very friendly. Ah, 4 is here. His Lobo actually deals very good damage. Okay, we put ourselves in a swarming setup here. Always. Here as well. He's gonna run away, but always, basically, whenever you can, always force yourself into a swarming setup with this army. Which means at least 1v2. Oh, what's our rank now? Are we challenger? What's it called? Okay, GG. 60 points. That was a tough match. GG, Kingdom 2. Alright, so let's have a quick look. Let's see if healing gems work on Elizabeth. I am not convinced, but I guess we'll see. We saw that rings, especially... I tried Sacred Sage, Raffangelo, just to give you a small idea. I tried Sacred Sage on Elizabeth, because, you know, if you play Belisarius, Elizabeth and Octavian, Sacred Sage would be actually pretty good, because that would increase Octavian's damage, and that would potentially increase what's she called? Elizabeth's healing, but that did not work. So I'm assuming it will be the same for gems as well. I'm assuming it won't work, but it's very hard to determine. It's very hard to actually see. It's very hard to really see. Let's have a look. Let's attack this. I hate it. I'm so far. Why is it so far every time? Oh, there's Bert online. The hero is here. Bert is online. Okay. So let's attack this guy. And see. Of course, we'll see in the battle report, but the battle reports are not very helpful, not always at least. Wait, why do I kick ass? What? Oh, because I still have my buffs on. I'm gonna beat them. Interesting. So maybe the difference comes from the healing gems actually. I would be surprised though. I would be very surprised. Okay, so here we have our 1v1 setup. Okay, so I defeated these guys. Okay, interesting. Let's have a look. Details. No stats. Wait, it might actually work. I've never had that high. Like, this is actually very close to 10%. It might even be 10%. And usually I'm around 9%. Wait. This might actually work. This might actually work. Intriguing. If healing gems work, that's a big change. Think I'm the believer? Yeah, I'm very... comment on dirait ça en anglais? Terre à terre. GG Avenger. Like... I really think this actually works. How do you think Sarah's Boudica and Mensa would do together? They do very well. They do very well, Iku. Basically, as long as you play, Cyrus and Mensa Musa, anyone else is fine. Barbarossa seems to do good. Ram does good. Boudica does good. I have yet to try out Richard. I think Richard could make for a very good swarming setup. Okay, let's see. Now this is lower now. I'll try with the other gems, of course. I think my buff will expire soon as well. How are you, Endowment, by the way? Okay, let's see now. Please don't spawn a mile away. Amazing. Is Skyward Knight and Everflame Wings a must-have for Ram lineup? And what would be some alternatives? So if you want some damage for Ramses, you can go with the Ring of Serpent, which is what I'm doing right now. You can say use Ring of Badger as well. Basically, what I like doing is having one DPS, two DPS rings and one tanky ring. That's usually how I go. So here I have Badger, I have Serpent, which are two low-cost rings. Skyward Knight is very interesting though. I think if you had to choose between the two, definitely Skyward Knight Asterisk, because of the commander damage buff. I am not doing as good here, right? I'm getting shit on, wait. Okay, we still have 20 minutes to try that out. Wait, that's very bizarre. Lazy procs? I'm not even sure. Yeah, the healing is like... Let's have a look. Let me take some Excel sheet here. So here, our healing is 269 plus 23640, 34608. So damage 27.79 heal. So 27 divided by this, that's 8.7% healing. I'll do that later. You know what? I'll try that later. I'll do as many tests as I can and see if the healing is improved. But something's going on here. Something's going on. I could go Serpent, Lofty, Tranquil. That would work. Yeah, absolutely, Asterisk. Excited for Pioneer. Although it's fascinating they didn't release S4 heroes to test, but I'll try to see what a maxed out Ramses can do. Yeah, definitely so. You'll be able to test. Like if you play Archer, Ramses, you can try with Mehmet as well. You think the healing is more accurate? I have to see. Maybe it's less random, but... C'est une musique de jeu vidéo, Albator, donc il y a un peu de tout. Like here I'm doing very good. This is with secondary strike gems. How do we know what's in Pioneer server? I think the devs talked about it, no? I think they said it was gonna be the new event, I think. What's it called? Desert Elephant or whatever. Like the event with elephants or something. Okay, so we won that one as well. And can I... Why do I have to spawn a mile away, man? Let's do that. Which pack would you consider the meta? Cyrus or Tactician? Both. I think both are good, and they both have different use, in my opinion. I'll try with Cyrus afterwards, it's gonna be funny. Yeah, I think Cyrus is cheaper. I mean, not necessary. Cyrus is expensive in rings. Tactician Pike are not expensive for rings. Like here I'm getting shit on as well. Why is that? Let's have one or two more with these gems. GG Steph, notre carry, notre porteur. We all have a warrior pikes line up on the bench waiting. Cyrus will help a lot many players. Yeah, there's a chance too. Hey Indra, hola. ¿Cómo estás? I'm gonna use some Pokemon music here. Okay, the storm stopped. That's good. Okay, so here I'm winning now. Why is that so random, man? What? Will 1-star Barbarossa be enough? Yes. But honestly, at this point, you might as well play Boudica. But I think 1-star... I think you told me you had 3 stars Boudica, right? Okay, my Pikemen ran home for some reason. I would say Boudica... I would say Barbarossa even at 1 stars works okay. And I agree that 5 stars Barbarossa is a waste. Because, again, I think that besides Cyrus, I don't see him work. I mean, it doesn't work anywhere. Where would you put a level 40 ring of deer? Now that warrior pike will be 2 support and 1 DPS. On warrior swordsman, especially with Lagertha coming in. Oh fuck, it's my Cyrus. Like, look how I'm destroying them, man, with Cyrus in swarming setups. It's insane. I picked the wrong hero, my bad. Actually, I'm gonna make him go home. Go home, Cyrus. Warrior swordsmen are very good for Ring of Deer. Martial Pike also. Martial Pike work well with Ring of Deer. Did you notice a difference with Barbarossa 5 stars? Between 4 and 5, yes, definitely. It's way better. Oh yeah, what are the chests in MGE? That's true. What are the chests? Might use them. Ah, we don't see them yet. Maybe I can see in the calendar, yeah. Oh, we do have Barbarossa in chest. So you'll be able to upgrade it that way, but... Taurus will be the meta on open field, Tactician will be meta and 1v1 rallies. Yeah, that's basically my take. And... Tactician Pike are especially strong against Warrior Pike. If I bought the Swiss Pikemen, am I cooked? No. Because the main reason why... Like, your main strength comes from your mercenary technology tree. It comes from that. From your technique, right? It comes from these buffs right here. And these, you get them regardless of whether you play Swiss or Roman. Like, basically the way to put it, Roman Centurion, they increase skill damage. So why is that more interesting if you're a whale? If you are a whale, you do more skill damage. I believe that makes sense. And because you deal more skill damage, you get more value out of this 2% damage increase. Whereas, if you play Swiss Pikemen, you ignore 2% of the enemy defense. That means that you depend on the enemy. If the enemy has very low defense, then 2% is not gonna change much. If the enemy has a shit ton of defense, then it's gonna be better. Because it's a percentage, you know, armor penetration. It's basically the same as in League of Legends. Season 3 is only for MGE? I'm not sure. We'll see. I think Season 3 will last for a bit longer at least. I hope so. Okay, let's see here. Let's have a quick look. So here I dealt... Let's see my damage. 257, 232... plus 23, 613, 38, 639... Wow, It's very low percentage here. So 319, 484, 2505, 25095, sorry. Let's see the percentage. That's 7.9% healing instead of 10%. Oh, very far off. Let's see this one. So here 230, 437 plus this plus 30888, 279, 979, 23k healing, 23, 4 and 2 divided by this. That's 3.4%. I'm gonna change my runes real quick and put more healing so we can do some healing tests. So I have like plus 10%, like, yeah, plus 10% healing or something with these, or plus 9% rather. So let's see where that puts us. I still have, yeah, I still have the buffs. Let's see. I want longer seasons. I think many of us want, actually. And did I have the right gems here? I think I did. Yes. Okay, let's see this one. Hey, MG, what's up? How are you? 269, 229, plus 20103, plus 3362, 323. Don't mind me, sometimes I will say some words in French in the middle, like where I speak English. I don't know why. I guess that's my brain farting, like, I don't know, having bugs. 26715 divided by this. That's 8.3%. Treating heroes as content is kind of sad anyways, can be more time. Yeah. Like, the sad thing is sometimes you'll unlock a hero and you won't even have time to actually play him or try him in events. You won't have time to experience it. Unless you're playing Lubu, in which case the hero is so good for multiple seasons that you can actually play him for longer. But you know, that's like one of a kind hero. 516, 22659, divided by 298, 516, 7.6%, that's very low. Like, the healing is never precisely 10%. I think I still have the buffs. Yes. Battle ended, okay. Did I count this one? I did not. Okay, that's the final one, I believe. I believe that's the final one. With the secondary strike gems. Yes. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a look and then we'll have a comparison. 230, 437 plus 18665. 30. Wait, I did this one, right? Yeah, I did this one. Never mind. My bad. Okay, so I have 5 with these healing gems. So healing gems, I had this one. 263. 238 plus 197, so get off. Plus 37. Like, you can see Ashoka's damage is not that bad, especially with level 0 skills, right? But it's not it's not outstanding either. So you can understand why Octavian is better in longer fights. Uh, 27407 divided by this 8.5%, so that's not that much of an upgrade. And I died. Impossible. Let's go send him to death again. Let's see this one. Stats 262,803 plus 19582 plus 705. Okay, that's good damage. 090. And wow, that's very shit healing. What? Why is that? %7.6%. Yeah, I don't think the healing gems actually matter. Like from the results here I have, it's like basically the same order of, you know, of difference. Our tactician Pike's doing in 1v1 against Lubu, very good. I'm great, I quite your streams, nice. Hey Kenzo, what rank information would you recommend for the Cyrus March, Bodycam and Samusa? Lofty Mountain, Messenger of Destruction, and Boar. Hey CSGO, what's up? We're going to be streaming your KVK, yep. Hi. I'm doing good, thank you, what about you? What do you feel about new events being added, but we got so many new events removed slowly and silently? Yes, it's sad. The thing I'm most sad about is that they removed Alliance Glory. Like, why would you do that? Alliance Glory was so good for us to get, you know, skill scrolls, and now it's like you never get any. Like, skill scrolls are so scarce now. It was actually a pretty good event too, like to keep you going, like to keep you motivated to log in for the day at least. Okay, 323 damage, 449. And here the healing is better. It's like 8% or something, maybe 9. Divided by 323, 449, it's 9.1%. It's actually better. You stream 111, yes. I will stream both, most likely. I will probably stream 111 and Kingdom 1. Okay, let's have a final one here. Oh, this one was a beating for me. I took quite a beating. 258, 135, plus 21130, plus 39, 750. Okay. 28, and that's better as well. That's actually way better, this one. So it looks like when I'm losing, I actually heal more, which I guess makes sense. %9, 9.0. Did you try RAM with your Tactician Pike? Yes. No. I tried RAM with Warrior Pike. Skill scrolls feel harder to get than Universal Medal sometimes. Yeah, I agree. I agree. When will you post the server 119 promotion video? Yes, you're right. I need to do that. I need to finish my ring guide first. But yes, that's planned. Okay, I have been vanquished. Okay, I just wanna have a look at Cyrus. Actually, if you play offensive Ram with Tactician Pike, he should do offensive. Yeah, probably. I wouldn't be surprised. Le buff ne fausse pas un peu les tests? Non. Tant que j'ai le buff pour tous les tests, c'est bon. Parce que le buff il varie pas en fait. C'est une constante. How is Tactician Pike lineup? Is it overrated or good? I think it's good. Overrated, I don't know. But I think it's good, definitely good. It's amazing in 1v1, it's amazing in rallies. You have alternatives if you don't have Ashoka. But you need to have some heroes still. Like, you need to have... like, you cannot, like, wake up... Like, basically... if you don't have Ashoka, you can play Octavian and play rallies only. But, you know, like, you need to think things ahead. Like, that's not something you can, you know, anticipate. Like, just look at that difference, man. I barely lost any troops here. But yeah, it doesn't look like healing gems actually change something. Let me just make the maths for this last one before swapping my rings. But again, it's very hard to say. It's very hard to say. I would need to do that for like 20 or more tests for each to be sure. You know, it's actually somewhat right. But, on the other hand, it does seem like it's more consistent. It does seem like I have higher healing overall. So, healing gems may actually work. I guess that's something I will need to try. I mean, try with, you know, more accuracy in my tests. 9.1%. Yeah, it does seem to work. But I'm not entirely sure. Can you test metal on Mensa? Ah yes, I forgot to say. This is my lineup unseen. So I have been playing with double metal this whole time. Last week I had... what was it called again? I forgot what the skill is named. Forceful... Yeah, I played Fearless Retribution last week. And here I wanted to try with double metal. And it's actually not too bad. Offensive Rab is Savage and War Elephant, yes. Is Tomyrus, Octavian and Julius a good combo? I don't know, honestly. The one thing that I don't really like with Tomyrus in Martial Pikemen is this. Like Tomyrus, I think this skill is very good. Rending Covenant, I think that's an amazing skill. Because it gives double attack to your commander. So it works very well with Seed, for instance. But that skill is basically useless with Martial Pikemen. So if you want to play Martial Pikemen, basically you're left off with like kind of a defensive tanky Tomyrus. Unless you play like Armor Piercer and Aurora Victory or something, which I'm not a big fan of. So I don't know, I haven't tried it, but I'm not a big... I prefer Tomyrus with Martial Cav than Martial Pike. To put it in a nutshell. Okay, let me swap that out. Yes, healing gems. This. But honestly, yeah, I mean, healing gems may be the best here. I don't have enough, sadly. If it works, if it actually works, which I need to confirm. But other than that, there's no really big gems for Elizabeth. It depends on what skill you take. And Elizabeth has very good skills. She has very good customizable skills. Like Crushing Impact is good if you want to be more of a, of a rat, of a cockroach. With that might reduction, I think that's very good. I mean, that's a very good skill overall, Crushing Impact. You don't care about the damage, basically. You just want that 80 might reduction, which is massive. I think in rallies, if you play rallies, okay, let me say this. If you play rallies only with this lineup, if you specialize in rallies, I think this triple offensive might be excellent, especially with Octavian, because of that damage taken increase. And then you have Sowing Discord, which is not too bad either, if you want to buff your commander. Which is funny because you have, like, this is active, this is secondary strike, and this is turn-based. So she has like every type of skills, and this is passive. I think that's the only hero that has every skill types in one kit. That's very surprising. I like that One Piece shirt, thank you. What time is it? 10 p.m. So tomorrow, yeah, I'll probably stream my 2 Mightiest Empire events, which will be 11 AM UTC and 19 UTC. For Lobumi and Miyamoto lineups, which skills should you upgrade and which can you leave low level? For Miyamoto lineup, for Lubu lineup, both Lubu skills are a priority, and Warrior's Hymn is a priority as well. Warrior's Hymn is like a big priority. Critical Insight you don't really care that much, and that's about it. And if you play Miyamoto, it depends. If you play with High Spirit, then High Spirit is a priority. And obviously your over damage, like your over damage skill, not so much. Yodit, I mean, first of all, let's look. Tribuana, there's no priority. You don't care about leveling up her skills, really. And Yodit, the priority should be Executor. So there's 2 skills to prioritize on this lineup. Executor and High Spirit. How close are you to 70? 17. What's up, Havoc? Havoc? I am 2.3 million close. So very close. I'm actually way less than that if I use my Empire Cons. Which I may end up doing, if Season 5 is not close. Do you think running Cyrus, Leonidas, and Mensa Musa all 5 stars, and put Tenacity on Lear would be better than a 1-star Barbarossa? I think if you do that, I think it would work. And if you do that, you might as well... if you play Leonidas... I think you want to go for Kingsblade. And... And maybe Tenacity, yeah, I'm not sure. I think you might as well go Fearless. What's the damage on Fearless? 120? What's this one? And what's this one? This one is 120 as well. 15% chance to counterattack. And what's this one? 20%? I think you might as well go fearless to benefit from the what's it called? From, you know, the rings and stuff. What about your idea to stream your test on Wednesday? I might do that. I mean, I really am thinking about it. But let me think. So tomorrow, yeah, the Mightiest Empire event will be finished. So next week, basically next week, is Mightiest Empire event. So I don't care about my alliance. I'm sorry to say Kingdom 1. Nah, but what I mean is that basically I cannot really leave during Mightiest Empire event. And I cannot leave from Wednesday to... like, from Wednesday to Sunday I cannot really leave because of weekly events. Like if I leave before I'm registered into Battle of Dawn or Wonder Contest, I will not be able to participate. And I need to leave my alliance because there's not enough people to test on my server. So if I want to test, I need to fight Bert or Jacob, and they are in my alliance, and I'm not gonna tell them to leave. So basically my test, I need to have a week where I can, you know, fight for free without being in an alliance. So it's actually not that easy to set up. But it should be happening this week. Basically, I mean this upcoming week. In that case, I may do some on Wednesday, yeah. Will Lagertha be any good with the virtual lineup? That's what I would love to test, Avoc. I think Lagertha works very well with King Arthur. I really believe so. I think I would even say that that's where she's the most useful. Based on my feelings alone, you know, based on what I've seen so far with Lagertha. But I can't say for sure, because I don't have the big boy, right? So, yeah. I'll say, you know, we have a spending event starting tomorrow or whatever. So, you know, we'll see if I advance a bit in here, but yeah. Like, I feel like the closer I am, the farther away it seems. If that makes sense. Can you test Omaris with Pike lineup? I will try, yeah. I will redo tests with the Pikemen lineup. Like, what's funny is that I had reset RAM, and you can see I upgraded him because I tried him with Warrior Pike RAM, and he actually does pretty good. I leveled up Octavian again, and I think my Caesar is still level 1 from the hero reset. Yeah, here he is. So I'll upgrade him again. Yeah, I know, Avoc. But the thing is, okay, let me have a look. Let me see. I can see the stars. Maybe I can see here. Wait. Maybe I can see. Yeah, I can see. So this doesn't matter for the test. This doesn't really matter. And this, I guess, doesn't matter either. So even with 0 star, King Arthur, basically there's no real, how do I say that in English? There's no multiplayer or whatever. Like, this is just, how do I say that in English? This is a constant. Is that how you say that in English? Yeah, this is a constant. Yeah. So basically, when I do my test, I will compare basically King Arthur lineups between themselves. So as long as I compare with the same basis, like let's say, I don't know, let's say hypothetically I find out that King Arthur Lagertha Tribuana, for instance, is better than King Arthur Constantine Tribuana, for example, let's say. At 0 star. Basically at 1 star, 3 star and 5 stars, there's not gonna be much of a difference. I mean, that will still be the same results, is what I want to say. With the same skills, of course. So, even with 0 star King Arthur, I can still determine which, which setup is very good and which is not. Obviously, the damage is gonna be lower, but it's not gonna really matter because the buffs are constant. Like if it was Timur, for instance, it would be very different because Timur has kind of like his skills are different with seconds or whatever, so it's a pain in the ass to try this guy out. But with Arthur, even at 0 star, I could determine what's good or what's not. If I compare the lineups between themselves against a similar enemy with the same skills, of course. Little Lagertha, which one is good? That's a very tough question. It depends, man. I mean, Judith is very good in season 2 and 3, so that's why she's good. She's a very good investment in these seasons. Season 3, she's still a very good DPS. Like, I think if you look at DPS, purely DPS, Judith is this warrior swordsman with the most damage, excluding King Arthur, of course. Judith is the biggest DPS from warrior swordsman, even in season 4. Lagertha is she's like in the middle between being a support and a DPS. He has so many 5-star heroes, I don't think he wants to make... Yeah, he won't make King Arthur 5 stars. Yeah, it's just gonna take time, It's just gonna take time. But, unlocking him already is, he's kind of a big fit. But yeah, I think Lagertha will be very good with King Arthur. And especially because you have some very good combinations with Lagertha. And with, warrior pikemen in general, warrior swordsmen. And especially because you will be able basically to spam. With Lagertha, you'll be able to spam King Arthur's signature skill, which has armor piercing. And as time goes on, like this will be more and more useful. Because as time goes by, people will have more and more defense. So this will only get better with time. And if you have Lagertha, you become a way better 1v1 hero, like 1v1 setup. Ramses to 1... okay, do you see Constantine be good in the lineup? Yeah, you can do Judith, Tribuana, Constantine, you can do Judith, Lagertha, Constantine, or something like that, I guess. I think is what is good. You can do King Arthur, well, King Arthur, Constantine, Tribuana, I think is something that everyone plays. But its 3 is not the best. It's a bit underwhelming. Ramses to 1 star, Charlemagne 2 stars, Fedora 3 stars versus 2 star Bellevue, 5 star Josephine, 2 star Mehmet. Which do you think is best to invest as free to play? If you're free to play, do not invest in Ramses unless you can make him 5 stars. What's your temper steel damage reduction based on your Timur might? Yeah, let me have a look. So my Timur has 560 might. 560 might. So my damage reduction should be around 13%. Let's see. 560 might. 5%. Yeah, 13. My damage reduction is 13.4% with tempered steel. which is very good, which is actually pretty good. So 13.4 damage reduction with the amount of might I have. Is Barbarossa 3 stars better than Boudica 1 star in Season 4 with Cyrus? Yes, with Cyrus, yes. If you're still in Season 2 or 3, no. Well, first of all, because you don't have Cyrus, but basically what makes Barbarossa good is Cyrus. That's, you know, it's kind of sad to say for Barbarossa, but you know, from my experience with the hero, he basically goes from useless to redeemable. The redemption arc for Cyrus. So maybe one day we'll have a Harold redemption arc. We can only hope. Would you use 5 stars Judith or 1 star Arthur? That's a tough question. I mean, I don't know, but I was gonna say if you went through the trouble of having 1 star King Arthur, you might as well use him, right? But who's better? It's hard to say. Like, it's sad to say, but I don't have much experience with King Arthur. If I had 500 might on Timur, it would be around 10-ish. It would be like 12%, yeah. 12%, I guess, gone. I lost internet and did not even hear everything you said about King Arthur. That's because the truth is concealed from you, Havok. You are not allowed to know the truth. I think what I was saying, Havok... What I was saying, Havok, is that basically... Even if I get King Arthur 0 star, I will be able to do my test and determine what setup is better. Because if one setup is better than the other at 0 star, the stars here won't matter, basically, because they are a constant, you know, there's nothing really... There's nothing that would completely change the way it works. Can Timur be used instead of Guan Yu in 3 star or 5 stars? Yes. I think, okay, so about Timur. If you play open field, definitely go for Timur. Timur damage reduction is very good in Swarm. Like, in open field, Timur damage reduction, you can feel it. In rallies, I'm not so sure. Three star King better than 5 star Miyamoto? Probably. Yeah, I tried Metal for Mensa, and honestly, like, the thing with Fearless Retribution, I don't know if I can find... Okay, let's wait for that first. But I think if you go back to my stream last week, I think I showed some battle reports, and the damage from Fearless Retribution was, like, non-existent. I mean, it was very small, negligible. So you're better off with Metal. And if you saw the battle, the Battle of Dawn, like, I was hella tanky. I was surviving for so long. It's too bad we don't have battle reports in Battle of Dawn, actually. Like, I'm pretty sure if I do the test with Guan Yu here, I'm gonna get destroyed. Well, my skills are 0 star, but I guess it doesn't matter too much. Just as an example. But again, Lubu being so random, I might be surprised. What do I use on Timur again? Nightwolf. Yeah, I guess it's okay. I don't want to upgrade that, man. I don't have any reset scrolls left. I told Catherine, can you please send me some bundles with reset scrolls? I beg you. Can I please target the archers, good sir? Thank you. How long is it between season 3 and 4? I don't know. For Miyamoto, Lagata, Tribuana, and Ramses, Charlemagne, Theodora, or Samurai, or Immortal Persians better? For Ramses, Persians. Wow, I just did minus 100k to this guy. But yeah, you can see it's much more random. I mean, Lubu is random anyway. But just to give you an idea, let's see. How long did it last here? 22 seconds. And here? 30 seconds. Okay, that's not that big of a difference, actually. But that's still a difference. Like 30% close to. Like close to 30%, you know, more tankier. But that's just 2 battle reports, so that means nothing, of course, but... like, Guan Yu is good. I feel like if you play rallies... you want the damage from Guan Yu. Because Timur doesn't provide much in rallies, unless you play him full DPS. Which I'm not a big fan of, yet. But in open field, where you can get swarmed, etc., I think Timur is very good. Well, maybe very good is an overstatement, but it's good at least. Having more custom counter attacks in 1v1 packs should help Cyrus activate more skills in 1v1. Maybe, yeah, but I think overall, like Cyrus, if you can, definitely avoid 1v1 situations. I don't know if you saw the Battle of Donbass, but like whenever I was in 1v1, I was having so much trouble, man. But whenever someone joined the 1v1 and put me in a 2v1 situation, 1v2, sorry, like I became like way better, basically. Earth Crush or Furious Charge, worth upgrading for Mia? Furious Charge, yes. Earth Crush is okay, even at low stars. Yeah, thank you, Avok. I'll have a look. Is Timur replacing Rani? Yes. I mean, it's kind of the same as the Guan Yu question. It depends on what you prefer. Again, I think like if you play Rani, you want more damage. If you play Rally, sorry, damage is the go-to, right? Especially if you're a whale. So I think Rani might be better in rallies. But if you get swarmed, Timur will make a difference. Like, because you still reduce the damage by 15%. Of course, this decreases every 3 seconds by a little before going back to 15%. This is a very weird mechanic, by the way. This is a very weird feature here. And you have Tempered still, which is good. But yeah, like I feel like on the field, that's where he makes the most of a difference, Timur. By the way, like, I don't understand why this is without a might bonus. I mean, it would have been OP with a might bonus, I guess, the damage reduction. But that still feels very weird for a Season 4 hero. So yeah, that's my take on Timur. I think he's good in open field, definitely, yeah. And he's good against pikemen too. Because again, that's something to remember. Like if you get swarmed, and in the swarm, like, you know, 3 out of 4 enemies are pikemen, it's not gonna be the same as if 100% of them are like, you know, archers, which is very unlikely to happen. Yeah, Timur is a very good, he was a very, an amazing historical character in terms of history. Might be a dumb question? No, there's no dumb question. Is it worth going from level 70 armor to 80? It's hard for me to procure the materials, so I stopped at level 70 and working on my second march now. Usually, what I tell people, if they have good farming setups, which is not always the case when you focus on one army, which is not my case, I know, on 119, then you can go to like level 60, 70, to already have some, you know, good bonuses, and before going to your second army. So yes, 70 I think is okay before going to your second army. What about running Cyrus with Mensa Musa? Couldn't decide tenacity? Yes, you can. Sandman, I think someone asked that, Sandman, a bit earlier. You can. Especially if your Leonidas is already leveled up. But Mensa Musa, I would recommend metal. Mensa Musa, you mean? Tenacity? Yeah, I'm not a big fan. Tenacity works okay. But I think... like, Tenacity is a bit weird, man. Let's have a look. Tenacity... metal. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's have a quick maths. Let's say you are in 1v2 situation. Okay, let's have that as our ground, as our base. 170% might bonus, armor bonus. Okay. So this is metal. My Mensa Musa has 516 might. And my Mensa Musa has 280 armor. Let's compare Tenacity now. Tenacity, I think, scales only of armor, which is the big difference here. So Tenacity is 325% armor bonus. And keep in mind, Tenacity is once every 9 seconds. Metal, if you are in a swarming situations, which you should be, it activates every 6 seconds. So it's activated more often. Now, if we have, let me run some maths quickly. So my Mensa Musa has 560 armor, might, and 280 armor. Which means that might and armor, 170%. Which means that with descaling, my the conclusion is that my metal heals 576% every 6 seconds, while Tenacity, Tenacity heals me by 598% every 9 seconds. I don't know if I can show you that quickly. Does that work? No, it doesn't. Or maybe it does, wait. No, it doesn't. Let me see if I can show you that. Let's do this. Let's do this. Okay, yeah. Like that's basically, you know, that's basically what it is. So this is metal, and this is tenacity. So if you're in a swarming setup, it's actually way better to go for metal. Sorry. For Mansa Musa, at least. On Barbarossa, that's another topic. But if you have to choose between tenacity and metal on Barbarossa, then definitely go for metal. Which is better, a 4 or 5-star Joan of Arc, or a 1... Mansa Musa, definitely. And again, keep in mind that that's metal at 4 stars, and tenacity at 5 stars. And the investment is very much different between the two. So yeah, metal is part of these amazing purple skills that I really advise you to go for. Like if we take my Barbarossa, my Barbarossa obviously has way less might, is at 285, and is at 397 armor. So that will of course change my results here. So 285 might and 397 armor. So in that particular case, metal will heal 518% every 6 seconds, and where is it? And tenacity will heal 25, 712%. So this is very close, but metal is still better if you compare like every 18 seconds, for instance. Is Furious Charge still bugged on Warrior Swords? I think it's been fixed. I think some people did tests and it's been fixed. I think Kermani on my Discord did some tests. I'm not using Barbarossa. I was going to use my 5-star Leonidas, running Tenacity and Kingsblade. I reset my Barbarossa. I was saying that because you said Mansa Musa with Tenacity, Sandman. But yes, you can use Leonidas that way, Sandman. Yep. I think you can run anyone with Cyrus and Mansa Musa and be fine. Yes. I agree. So yeah, that was the talk between metal and tenacity. So usually, like in most situations, tenacity will be metal will be better. Usually. Anything special you would do to make Miyamoto lineup stronger versus the upcoming Cyrus Belisarius? That's a very good question. I'm not sure I have the answer to that. I'm not sure I have the answer, because Warrior Swordsmen are really underwhelming, man. That's why I dropped them. Like, Warrior Swordsmen used to be one of my favorite lineups, sorry, with Martial Pikemen, right? And sadly I dropped them because, I don't know, like Lagertha felt very, very underwhelming. But again, you know, maybe I'm missing something, that's why the test will be 4. So I think this Monday, I don't know if Jacob is here, I will ask Bert as well, if they have some, you know, availability. Why don't you use Rani in Lubu? Because Timur is better in open field. I think Rani is better in rallies. I think Rani is better in rallies, but in open field, Timur is better. I was explaining that earlier. I'm very far from my point, my usual point. And I think what's good with Timur is Timur does not need to be like 5 stars. Like Ranish is only very good. Like Rani is only better than Guan Yu if she's 5 star. So that's very expensive. Timur is more free-to-play friendly actually. Like Timur, you don't need to have him 5 stars. The 5th star does not make that big of a difference. So that's a very good thing for Timur. How about... What's a boss chill? How about Lubu, Timur, 3 star and Attila? Is it worth it or Guan Yu 5 stars? If you play open field, I would go Timur, definitely. If you play rallies, then Guan Yu. And you can still swap them around, of course, before joining a rally or whatever. It's a bit of a pain because we would love... That's where presets would be amazing, right? Because you hear me, like, the more we talk about lineups, the more I'm like, okay, this is good. Like, for instance, I feel like Belisarius, Elizabeth, and Ashoka is better in open field, but Belisarius, Elizabeth, and Octavian might be better in rallies. So, you know, if you want to take time to swap the gear around, etc., that's a pain. Whereas if we had presets, it would be amazing. Yeah, I agree, GSPO. But I don't know, like, maybe they fixed Furious Charge, so maybe that's what gave me the impression that they were underwhelming. So I will give them another try, for sure. Because maybe Furious Charge was bugged, and now that it's been fixed, maybe that will change what I had last time I tried them. But, you know, I've been trying them in open field, like, I've been playing them in a few Wonder Contests, and in open field, they really struggle, man. I don't know. In open field, they struggle. In rallies, though, okay, in rallies, I will say this, in rallies, Miyamoto, Lagerta, and Yodit did very well for me. As good as Lubu. Yeah, absolutely, Rise. 100%. So, Timur is very free-to-play friendly, I think. C'est ridicule qu'on n'ait pas le moyen de sauver plus de 5 marches. Ouais, bah, en gros, c'est un peu ça, quoi. Et puis, finalement, les presets, c'est une façon d'avoir des builds sauvegardés, entre guillemets, donc ça revient un peu à ça, effectivement. They still fire off skills fast, but they just tickle. Yeah, that's the issue I have. Like, if you take Miyamoto, for instance, Miyamoto's signature skill is 390% damage of might bonus. But the problem with might active heroes, with swordsmen, and especially active might heroes, is that their customizable skills are absolutely trash. Like, what do you want to do with with skills like Earth Crush, with Peerless Strike? Like, this is so trash. This is so bad. Like, if you want to be somewhat useful, and I've said this a couple times, right? Let's have a look. Miyamoto, right? If you want to be somewhat useful, you need either High Spirit or Furious Charge, right? So you need to sacrifice a DPS skill to be somewhat useful. So that's so... And the Peerless Strike is absolutely shit. Earth Crush is not really better. It's better, but it's like a tiny bit better. Like, let's have a look, okay. This is Peerless Strike. Salut Emmanuel, ça va et toi? Okay, remember Peerless Strike, guys. 350% damage. And that's all, okay? That's all you have. You buy this, 5 stars, you're very happy. 350% damage, okay? And then you go to Lubu. You go to Lubu, and you have this. So of course it's 20% activation chance, it's a bit less, but Lubu has double attack, even triple attack. So Lubu will actually has more chance to activate this than Miyamoto has chances to activate his shitty Peerless Strike. 370% damage. That's already better than Peerless Strike alone. And plus 30% damage with a might bonus. And because our Lubu has 380 might, base might, this becomes minimum 75%, easily. So 75% damage increase for 3 seconds, and a skill that hits higher than Peerless Strike. Weak Spot Attack is better than Peerless Strike and Furious Charge combined. That's how bad active skills are. And that's not even mentioning the support skills, because you have Attila. Attila gives might. Attila gives 125 might with a might bonus. That's at least 300 might. Okay, so your Lubu can go up to like can easily go up to 900 might. And then you have his signature skill, which gives 50 might with a might bonus, so that's at least 120. So your Lubu will have at least 1000 might. So you will improve your weak spot attack skill even better. And if you look at Warrior Swordsmen, they have nothing. Their supports are ass compared to others. Like Tribuana is good, of course, for them, but there's no damage increase. Kingsblade is absolutely worthless, 20% damage increase, with a 46% chance every 9 seconds. Like, that's so bad. So the problem with active Warrior Swordsman is that you do not get any might bonus. You have to sacrifice DPS skills to actually buff yourself. Like, if you compare, that's like comparing a tank and a, I don't know, and a bicycle. Like, if you want the bicycle to fight, to be as strong as the tank, like, that's not possible. You cannot compare a tank to a bicycle, right? That's basically what active skills are the bicycles, and secondary strike skills are the fucking tank. Like, every single secondary strike skill is is close to amazing. Like, Warrior's Hymn is legit broken. Like, this skill is broken. And their supports, again, are broken as well. Like, Attila is still S+ tier, in my opinion. Okay, that was the ranting moment, guys. I hope you're happy now. Cigar, Mina, donc Miyamoto, j'imagine, ou Ramsès, Swordsman lineup, all 5 stars pour saison 3. Ramsès, yeah, definitely. Définitivement Ramsès, yeah. The Boo is secretly mythical hero. Yeah, I mean, you know, I've said that a couple times as well. I feel like partly what makes Lubu so good is the fact that he's a secondary strike hero. If Lubu had been an active-based hero, he would never have been this strong. Never. But because he has access to such good supports, Attila, Rani, Guan Yu, well, Guan Yu is a shit support, but, you know, nevertheless. And, of course, he has access to these amazing skills, Weak Spot Attack, Reaper Tiger, Warrior's Hymn, etc. Even Armor Piercer, even their purple skills are amazing. Then that's very much what makes him so strong. And even rings, if you compare rings, secondary strike heroes, they have amazing rings too. Where is it? Battle Pass? No, Lucky Draw. Like, they have very good specific rings. They have Nightwolf, which is an amazing ring, completely broken as well. You have Eastern Heavens, which is very good for rallies. You have Radiant Guardian, which is another specific ring, sorry. You have, and that's basically it. But that's like 3 or 4 rings already. And then you have active heroes. And of course you have Ring of Daisy. Ring of Might also, Ring of Bear also is good, yes, that's true. But try using Ring of Bear on Miyamoto and see how good that is for you. It's absolutely trash. It makes no difference. Miyamoto lineup, they have no specific ring. If you want to play with this trash, I didn't even upgrade it because that's completely trash. If you want to play with Effulgent Sun, you need to have an excessive amount of might. You need to have a shit ton of might for that ring to be good. But active heroes have no might bonus. No might bonus. So if you want that ring to be somewhat decent, you need to make it at least level 30. And even if you do so, it's a charging state. Like, why even make it a charging state? Like, you can even be cancelled with that shit. Like, even Ring of Tulip is better than that. Ring of Tulip is legit better than Ring of Effulgent Sun, or whatever it's called. You have Skyward Knight. Skyward Knight is a good ring. But Skyward Knight costs 4k, okay? That's a very expensive ring. And Skyward Knight, it's kind of mediocre at low level. If you compare Skyward Knight to Radiant Guardians, for instance, Radiant Guardian is better at level 1 than Skyward Knight is at level 1. Skyward Knight still is a very good ring, but it's a strategy bonus. Like, bro. So it's not even good for... I mean, it's not even the best for... you don't make the most out of it on might-based heroes, of course. And then you have nothing. You only have trash rings. Then you can only do with like generic rings like Ring of Clover, Lofty Mountain. Basically, you can increase your tankiness, but you don't care about tankiness on Swordsman because you're already very resistant. So yeah, you know, I feel like they need to do something with active-based heroes, especially might active heroes. They need to add better skills, better supports. What stars is Skyward Knight effective? I think below 20 it's very mediocre. Like 20 you start to see some advantage. Like 6% damage increase. And even then, like, that's so low compared to other things. So with a strategy bonus on Theodora, that's like maybe 15% damage increase. Wow, you know? Like, compare 50% damage increase on a 4k ring, by the way, 4k ring, to this. Like, level 20 Nightwolf ring is 12% damage increase to secondary strike skills with a might bonus. So that's not even comparable. Like, even a purple ring for secondary strikes are better than a 4k legendary ring for active heroes. So to me, they've completely messed up here. They've completely messed up their rings. They've completely messed up active heroes. J'ai mis à Tribiodite à 5 et Constantine à 3. Tu ferais quoi pour optimiser cela? Je pense que tu peux rester comme ça, Mia Tribiodite. I scrapped a Miyamoto to run 2 Curve 2 Pike along with Milan. Yeah, I think that's... I've been really disappointed with Warrior Swordman. Mia needs double attack. Yeah, I mean, you know what? I think there's some hope, right? Where is he? Where is YSG? There is some hope because of him. Because this is basically double attack stance, but for active skills. Quick Wit, the Quick Wit state. If they release a support with the Quick Wit state, just like Attila for secondary strike skills heroes, then this really has changed. Like, they will become very great. But they need a better support. Almost everyone in my server made your machine gun on an acid combo. What that will drop them? Yeah, I agree. They are still good damage dealers. They are still good damage dealers, but the game is letting them down. Is basically what I want to say. I think there are very interesting lineups. I remember in my guide, I absolutely loved this guide because there's so much synergies between them. Like the synergies in these lineups are amazing between Lagertha, Miyamoto, Yodi, Tribuana, even with Charlemagne, by the way. But the game is just not allowing them to perform as good as others, I mean. What skills should warrior swordsmen have in rallies? So if you play... so in Season 4, if I would advise Miyamoto, Lagertha, Yodit, which actually does very good in rallies. Then you should run... So if you play Miyamoto, Lagertha, Yodit, you should play with High Spirit on Miyamoto, because of course you don't have Tribuana anymore. So you replace Tribuana by High Spirit, kind of. And then you can use Peerless Strike of Earth Crush. Either of those work. Maybe Peerless Strike is better in rallies, but I'm not like... These two skills are very similar anyway. For Lagertha... Where is she? For Lagertha, if you run rallies, I would play... let me see for a second. Yeah, I would play Raging Bloodline still, because for the... Like, basically, if you play Miyamoto, Lagertha, Yodit, you make Yodit a powerhouse. You make Yodit a very strong hero. With Raging Bloodline, you will increase the might of Yodit, because she will most likely be the one with the highest might. You will increase her damage by 10%. So Raging Bloodline is very good. High Spirit is also very good because you want to activate your signature skill more often. And on Yodit, if you play rallies, and I think that's something I mentioned as well. Where is she? If you play rallies with Yodit, you go with Executor. That doesn't change. And if you play rallies, you go with Executor and Battle Roar. Because Battle Roar will give you more damage over time, basically. So this composition actually did very good for me in lineups. In rallies, sorry. But in open field, the issue is if you don't activate if you're not lucky, this would be very frustrating. Unlike Ramses, because Ramses, you force activations, right? Through your commander skill. That's what's good about Ramses, is that even if you have shit activation chances, when you activate your commander skill, you force the activations of signature skills. So you don't have to worry about activation chances. Whereas warrior swordsmen, they don't have that luxury. So you need to rely on luck. If you see what I mean, Anonymous. Nice shirt. Thank you, Santiago. What's up, man? Which is better, Cyrus, Mensa, 1 star? John Frederick, 5 stars. Cyrus, Mensa, Musa, and Frederick, then. Edith Lagertha trade would be good. Yes, it's a good open field lineup. Like, basically, if you want to play open field, you need Tribuana. Because in rallies, the fights are long enough that you can ignore luck. Luck does not become that much of a factor in rallies because the fights are longer. But in open field, fights are shorter, so you can get very lucky or very unlucky. And Tribuana helps you get rid of that luck factor for the first few seconds of the fight. If that makes sense. So yeah, here's my thoughts about some of the heroes and how you should play them. Basically, there's always a way to make use of your heroes. Even warrior swords, even if I feel like they underperform. Obviously, that's always compared to others. I mean, compared to other lineups. So, like I found warrior pikemen to actually be good in warrior swordmen to actually be very good in rallies. Which is funny because before season 4, swordsmen are not very good in rallies. But with the addition of Lagertha, you have the potential to have enormous burst. Like the synergy is very strong. And there's one thing I played, which was very funny. Something I tried was this. Can I add that? Where is it? I think it's here, right? How do I create one of these? Isn't it here? Troop expansion, blah blah blah. I forgot how you do that. Troops maybe? Yes, that's here, okay. One thing that's very funny to try, okay, hear me out on this. When I tell you I think that these heroes are very fun to play and there's tons of secret stuff. Okay, not this, I'm not trolling that much. Like this was very fun to play. Where is it? And Lagertha. So this was actually very strong, and this was very funny to play. And basically with this, if you're lucky, you can activate... Was it this? I think that was that. Yeah. With this setup, you can activate in 3 seconds, so in a turn, if you're very lucky, you can activate 4 Miyamoto... you can activate 4 Miyamoto signature skills, 1 Charlemagne activation, of course, and 6 Lagertha signature skills in 3 seconds. So that's like 11 signature skills in total. Of course, you will need to be lucky, but like if you're very lucky, this lineup can actually be very funny. So yeah, I've been trying some stuff with these heroes, but obviously, I think I wouldn't advise that to anyone, except if you're a big whale. How much damage that looks? I'm sure Lubu does more, yeah, probably. Good night, Asterisk. But, Lubu, again... Like, I mean, that's not even comparable, man. Was it this one? I think this one... Yeah, I mean, look at that, man. Like, 20k damage in 1 skill. Let me hide myself. Like, this type of damage. Like, this does more damage than Miyamoto ever would. That makes no sense. Just because of the absurd amount of might he gets from his supports, and because he can critically strike on skills. And that's something I've said as well, is that in terms of raw damage, I don't think we will ever come close to critical strikes on skills. That is absurdly broken. The fact that you can critically strike on skills with Lubu is what makes it so strong. With, of course, the fact that secondary strike skills are broken, the fact that you have Attila, etc. SC Game is still doing full power in AoEM. Yep. For free-to-play, if starting from 0 EC, Empire Coins, what is used for? Full VIP, up to VIP 5, focus on being Sergeant, full spin hero. I would say VIP 8 is good to have. Like, okay. Like, the only thing worth buying if you're a free-to-play, is armors, because you get very few in the game. So I would say getting VIP 8 and buying these hammers every week is good. And that's like 10k Empire Coins a week, so that's what you get by doing Trojan Turmoil, basically, every week. And then spinning heroes, yes. I want to try full free-to-play on a new server, give me tips on where... I want to try free-to-play on a new server, give me tips. Okay, so yeah, like if I were you, I would try to get what I would do as free to play season 1. You go slow. Season 1 you can go with things like Josephine, King Derek, and Attila as archers. That will help you do some events, some PvE events, etc. Josephine, Derek, and Attila. And when you get into season 2, you need to focus on Nubu, basically. That's the salvation for free-to-plays. Alexander the Great, can you please speak about him? Well, he's not out in the game yet. Is Skyward Knight still viable when using Mia lag it? Because lag damage reduced by 15% doesn't sound great. Yeah, and the issue with that as well is that Lagertha would buff Miyamoto with Skyward Knight, but Miyamoto is not the main DPS in that lineup. That's Yodit. So I'm not a big fan of Skyward Knight in that lineup, yeah, 100%. Ring of Deer, however, is very good on that lineup. Warrior Pike rings seem powerful also? Yes. I mean, if you look at it this way, every single type of skill has very strong specific rings, except for active rings. Like if we have a look, for turn-based, you have Messenger of Destruction, which is good. You have some troop damage here, and you can go up to 75% damage boost from passive skills. And you have also Ring of Boar, which is also very good. I don't know where it is. It's here. It's here. Ayumopolis. So they have two very good customized specific rings. If you look at turn-based skills, you have Sacred Sage, which is also very good. You buff all of your hero skills damage by 55% damage, and you boost your healing effects by 55%, which is very good on Ram, and which will be very good on Alexander the Great. I will show him later, Javier. If you look at secondary strike heroes, well, we talked about that. You have Radiant Guardian, which is very good. You have Nightwolf, you have Daisy. And if you look at active heroes, you have this piece of garbage, which is absolutely terrible, absolutely horrible ring. Unless you have King Arthur or unless you're a whale, basically, at which point you have other things to care about, I would assume. Ring of Tulip is okay-ish. Skyward Knight is okay, but very expensive, and you need to upgrade it for it to be very good. Like it's night and day, basically. Okay, I will review Alex, and then I think I will disconnect because I have lots of stream tomorrow. Lots of streams. Sorry. So Alexander the Great, I can see him here. Where is he? Here. So Alexander the Great, as a commander, blah blah blah, recovers units with a strategy and might bonus. So that's already very good. Any hero that has a double scaling effect is very good, usually, and a double scaling effect on skill damage increase. But I'm not sure that's very good, because it's only 9 seconds for a 300 rage skill. Then you have his signature skill. So first of all, it's every 6 seconds, so that's very good. Already way better than Bushra, for instance. Recover your units by 110% with a strategy and might bonus. It's, again, very good. And reduces your troops damage taken by 10%, which is already very big, 10%. With a strategy and might bonus. So this 10% will maybe become like 35% or something like that if you have him at level 120. At the same time, there is a 12% chance to grant the damage immunity state for 1 second. Like 12% chance is very big, but that's 12% every 6 seconds. But that's way better probability than Yodit, for instance. Not Yodit, who's 0? Yeah, I think Yodit 1 star is like 5%. And of course, because why not, you increase the damage of your Knights Commander skill by 20%. So it's very overloaded, lots of things in his kit. So his signature skill is what makes him so strong. Of course, he has access to Peaceful Haven, which is amazing. He also has Kingsblade. Kingsblade being an amazing skill. I mean, not an amazing skill, sorry, but being a very good skill if you have Octavian and Caesar, which most likely will be the case. This is not too bad, but that's not the best. Triple Offensive can be good in rallies for the damage taken increase. And you can even play with Fortification. So he has pretty decent skill set, Alexander. And his star is legendary for now. His stars increases the recovery rate of his signature skill. So this is kind of trash for a first star. This is kind of bad. Third star, you increase the damage dealt by your commander by 15%. This is not very interesting either. So pretty mediocre first and third star. Like that basically goes from 20 to 35%. That doesn't make much of a difference. It would have been big if this was might bonus, but this is not. This is flat 20%. So his third star is not that good. And then you have his fifth star. Increase his damage immunity chance by 2%, which is okay, but not crazy either. And increase the skill damage of your troops commander skill next cast by 5%, which is not amazing either. So I think Alexander has a pretty good kit. He has a pretty good base kit, very good signature skill. But his stars are not very good, which is okay, because this is okay because that means free-to-play can make the most out of him without going 5 stars. Alexander the Great is the type of heroes that will do decent for you, even at 1 star, just like Tribuana would. Alexander the Great 5 stars or just speculative? That's just speculative. What's your opinion on Sid Saladin Tomyris? I'm not a big fan of Sid, so... But if you have to play Sid, then I would play Sid Saladin Tomyris, yes. Marshall Pike is a good DPS, not another support, not gonna lie. Yeah, because Ram does very... I mean... Ram does okay on his own. With all the Pike meta coming, does my Mia lineup need Lagertha? It depends, Horn Doggy. If you play... if you play rallies, yes, 100%. Because in rallies you don't need Tribuana now. Lagertha is actually a big upgrade in rallies. But if you play open field, you still need Tribuana. So if you play open field, you could play something like, I don't know, Yodit, Tribuana, Lagertha, for instance. I think you would like to have Julius Caesar, Alexander, and Oda Nobunaga as a martial swordsman lineup. Ah, it's true, I forgot about that. It can be played swordsman, warrior, martial swordsman, that's true. I need to dive into that. I need to look into that. You are right, Javier. Hey Mario. But yeah, I hope you guys. Yeah, I hope I shared enough thoughts about Season 4 heroes. We went quite in depth here. So you have my thoughts about Warrior Swordsmen, which I think are okay, but I think the game is not very kind to them. I think they need better support, I think they need more decent rings, they need better skills, they need a lot of good things basically to be better. I had some thoughts on Timur, so if you play open field, Timur is very good. If you play rallies, then you can stick with Rani or Guan Yu. Cyrus obviously is amazing. Tactician Pikemen are better in 1v1 and rallies. They are good in open field too, but avoid swarming situations. If you're playing Warrior Swordsman with Cyrus, avoid 1v1s and try to focus on swarming setups. Force yourself to be in swarming situations. When you play Warrior Swordsman, and that's especially true with Cyrus, you need to find yourself in a swarming setup. So that's basically it, I think, for these heroes. And then, of course, the good news. The good news is that we now have an editor on the channel. So in June, there will be more videos, highlights from streams. So you may end up in a video, guys. Just saying. So be careful with that, guys. You are monitored now. And of course, the fact that we will be able to have highlights on the channel from the streams means that you will have information before the big guide, basically, because here you see I give information about the heroes. I give my thoughts as I test, of course, because, you know, my mind may change, just like, you know, I played Boudica first with Cyrus, and now I found that Barbarossa was also very good. So, you know, you can see my progression, how I do things and stuff. So I think that's interesting to see the progress as well. And of course, that allows people to have some insight on heroes before the actual guides, which take me more time, basically. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. So I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow around, I guess 10 a.m. UTC, something like that. 10 a.m. UTC, I will stream server 119 KVK, Mightiest Empire event, sorry. And at 18 UTC, I believe, I will stream Kingdom 1 versus Kingdom 2, so you will see me getting destroyed, for sure, tomorrow night. But it is what it is. So yeah, hope you guys have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow. And yeah, see you later, guys. Bye.